Welcome to Boost Up English Live. It's your boy, Boost Up English, aka Dr. Placement, aka Streaming Willie Beeman. And this is the number one show on YouTube where you learn how to hear the language like a native speaker. So I hope you guys are having a good start to your week. Today is, what's today? It's Tuesday, right? Yeah. Tuesday, I had, let's see, who did I have class with? Today I had class with a French Canadian girl. I had class with a Ukrainian girl. I had class with an African woman and a girl in the Canary Islands today. So today, as usual, is going to be a good show. We're going to break down some phrase chunks. We're going to go over a diphthong. This will be the first diphthong that we covered on the live show. And as usual, we'll be doing the accent analysis, which is fun for some people and controversial for others. So, you guys, as you're coming in here, please hit the like button. Please share the live. Remember, if you are learning something from this live, other people will want to do the same thing. Hit that like button so YouTube pushes out the video. So let's just jump into this here now. Actually, we're going to do phrase chunks here in just a moment. We're going to start out with the O sound. All right, so this sound is one that I think most listener or most non-native speakers don't realize that they're missing it. And I've done some videos, like obviously I have this video here about it. I've done some videos about the mistakes that you can make. I have a playlist called Embarrassing Mistakes That You're Probably Making, which revolves around this sound here. But the thing that I notice is that when students come to my class, you guys are not listening for a diphthong. So, what is a diphthong? A diphthong is a sound that has a beginning and an ending position. So, what that means is that we want to hear the movement of the mouth position as the energy comes forward. Most of the time, what I hear is students just moving into the first position or something similar to the first position and never making it to the second. So, most of the time, you're understood through context. Sometimes you're misunderstood. So, how do we make this O sound? All right. Don't have the symbol. Oh, yep, here's a symbol right here. This is the symbol for you pronunciation nerds right there. This is the symbol, and it's really quite simple. Okay, just like all of the sounds that we cover, everything in English needs to have the body voice coming from the diaphragm via musicality moving forward. If you don't have this element of musicality moving forward in your body, it's impossible. Most of the language is impossible. So what we're gonna do, right? Get our engine of the voice going. You always bring your voice up first. You want to create this melody here, and for this particular sound, we're gonna start out with a little bit of jaw drop, just relaxed. Right, creating some space, especially if it's a stressed vowel, right? You want to make sure that it has the characteristics of a stressed vowel or stressed diphthong. And we're gonna go from and we're gonna slide and push forward the lips softly and bring them together until there's just a small exit point right here, like this. Check this out. Oh, like that. Watch. Look how much space I'm creating here. Oh. Can you hear the movement? Listen again. Oh. Oh. Like that. So, what I usually hear non native speakers doing is something more like, oh, 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 oh. And right? Usually in context, you'll be understood, but the thing that's important for the native speaker is to hear this final part. Ooh, that's part of the sound, right? Watch again. Oh, 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 right? And the whole time you hear my voice moving forward nonstop. That's why you need that musicality. That's why that part's important. So let's check out some examples here of this O. Some people say O is in no. Some people say O is in rose. Or you can choose whatever reference word that you want. So let's jump down here. I'm going to leave, I think this is already in the description, the link for this. And let's look at some common O words. So let's see, can you guys see this well? Let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's make it a little bigger so you guys can see it. I'll make myself a little smaller. And let's even do this. All right. All right, so these are just common O words that, use in everyday English. So we're going to go through, you can repeat some of these after me. But the most important thing that you're doing as you're repeating or doing your shadowing is not that you're staring at the words, even though I know I just made them bigger for you to see. You want to be, first of all, listening to the energy of my voice moving forward. You want to be watching my mouth movement. If you have your cell phone or if you have a mirror or something, it's good if you can see yourself as you're doing it, paying attention here to the openness and here to the smallest of the space, and then listening to how this mouth movement is what creates the identity of the sound by shaping this energy that's coming up from the diaphragm. All right, so here we go, guys. Repeat them after me. Don't just stare at me. This is how you get better. Watch this. Go. Go. Those. Show. Notice, as I'm reading these words, what do you hear standing out the most? You hear the vowel, not the consonant. Listen. Almost. You hear the pitch, you hear the musicality there. Close. Coast. Look, every time I'm doing this, my mouth position is almost exactly the same. This is one of the mistakes I see students training when they're working on a specific sound and, right, they're just reading individual words, and then all of a sudden, for some reason, their mouth position looks obviously different for each version. Guys, this is one of the easiest things you could start doing without being a pronunciation coach, without being a native speaker, is look at what's happening with your mouth and make sure that you're doing it in a way that's consistent so that you can build some muscle memory and your ear can get used to hearing it that way, right? I do it naturally. When I just read these words, watch, you're going to see my mouth position looks basically exactly the same each time. Check this out. No. Over. Home. Low. Goal. Blow. All right, do you see that? It was basically exactly the same each version. Now, obviously, if we put these words into sentences, right, we're working on intonation, and some words are more important than others. You'll start to see a little bit more or less size, but the movement's going to be the same. The shape is going to be the same. That will just be about, more or less stress. The other thing here that you guys should be paying attention to, right, is the path of the vowel. One of the things that most of your ears are not tuned to hear is that the pitch of the vibration goes up and goes down. That's why you need singing. That's why you need musicality. Check this out. So, right? I didn't say so. I said so. Oh, right? Following that sound all the way up and all the way down. Repeat them after me. No. Hold. road, right? Do you see how small I'm making that final position? Note, same group of energy moving forward, just going from here, oh, but it's one connected group of energy. Snow. All right, next one's most, own, both, hope, boat, and throat. You guys notice as the pitch goes up, you also hear more musicality, more melody here. Remember, guys, native speakers are not listening to individual letters. Native speakers are listening to the shape of this melody and this vibration. That's why you keep hearing me say the same thing every lesson. Musicality, resonance, vibration, journey of the pitch, journey of the vibration. Last one, remember, making sure you're paying attention here. This is where you watch mouth movement. This is where you see the space happening because this is where your voice is coming out. This is the final shape of the sound. This is what makes it big or small, right? So we're going to pay attention here for the openness, the amplification, the stress quality, and we're going to pay attention here for the final part of this diphthong. So repeat them after me. Here we go. Don't just stare at me. Watch this. Only, old, though, phone, slow, and quote. So that's it. That is it. That's how you pronounce this O, as in no or as in rose, diphthong. Now, the word that you guys really need help with is focus, right? You go on my channel, you'll see I made a video about this already, but a lot of times you guys don't say fo, you guys say fa, 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 right? So listen, when I try to say the word just with fa instead of fo, listen how it sounds. Focus, focus. Can you hear it? Bet you that's not a mistake that you want to make in public or especially at work. So let me know if you guys have questions about this O sound. Put them in the chat, or if there's another word you want me to break down. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're learning something right now, please hit that like button. Somebody else wants to learn this too, but YouTube just has not pushed this video to out to them in the algorithm yet. So help them learn alongside with you. So this is good, guys. This is good practice here. You guys can come back and you can imitate, you can shadow here. But if you want a bigger catalog of more training material with downloadable audios, lessons in a live community, you should check out Rachel's English. So I'm dropping this link for this material here. It's in the description right now. And you can see right here, Rachel's English. If you use my coupon code, you get 10% off for life. All right, guys, you want to do some practice sentences? Let's try our hand at some of these sentences. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 O sounds here in this sentence. Let me make it just a little bigger. Okay, so watch what happens. All of the stressed syllables, all of the stressed vowels, you're going to hear the pitch go up. You're going to see me create space. If it's the O sound, you're also going to see my mouth movement shift to focusing or concentrating that energy right here. So watch this. Just listen the first time. Don't try to repeat it. Don't stare at the words. You see what it says. Now just absorb the musicality, the melody, and the shape of the sounds as they are leaving the body. Here we go. Joe mostly works as a programmer on his own. Listen again. Joe mostly works as a programmer on his own. Don't try to figure out what I'm saying by staring at it. Just listen, imitate. Imitate this vibration right here. Listen and imitate. Joe mostly works as a programmer on his own. Joe mostly works as a programmer on his own. See, this is what a native speaker will be listening to. Most of you listen to letters and you pronounce it like Joe mostly works as a programmer on his own. You see my mouth moving? Joe mostly works as a programmer on his own. That's how you guys pronounce it, because you guys pronounce the letters. We don't listen to letters. We listen to this. Listen again. Joe mostly works as a programmer on his own. All right, next one. Look at this. We got O, O, and O. Right? This O is not a diphthong. So you can see, right? Not every O is pronounced the same way. So use your ears. Listen to me. Listen to how I'm pronouncing this. The coat from the coast costs more than most. Listen again. Watch the mouth movement. Notice when it's important sound, there's stress. You hear pitch go up and you see me create space. Watch. The coat from the coast costs more than most. Now repeat it after me. Don't read the words. Imitate this vibration here. The coat from the coast costs more than most. The coat from the coast costs more than most. Do you notice how when I'm pronouncing this, it's just one connected stream of air? I'm not breaking up, chopping. I'm not separating the individual words. You can't hear where one word starts and one word stops. It's all blended together. Listen again. The coat from the coast costs more than most. All right. So guys, hit that like button. Push that video out to other people who want to learn about this. You guys can practice here. We also have 2 other sentences. You guys can send me a recording of yourself trying to pronounce these additional sentences. Send them to me and I'll give you a free evaluation on one of the future lives. You can just scan that QR code right there, or you can click the link in the description to upload the video, and I'll check you out with the pronunciation channel for the O diphthong. Right? If you guys are learning something, right? Something that is going to help you for the rest of your life, don't be shy. Support the channel. Scan that QR code or click the link in the description. Buy me a coffee. All right. What's up, Mateus? Thank you, man. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Yes, bro. There you go. That's a great example, bro. Oh, bro. If you want to sound American, you say bro or man. We say that a lot too. All right, guys. So don't forget, this is good practice, but the best practice for you to continue on your own is with Rachel's English, right? So if you guys come, click this link. You can use my coupon code and you get 10% off for life. For life. Right? Look at this. 10% off Rachel's English Academy forever. It's the most comprehensive. There's no app that covers as much material and has as much resources. You can get feedback from teachers like myself or other teachers about how you're progressing, and you can learn and watch videos from other students. Okay? Josh 10 gets you 10% off. Okay? If you want lifetime access, you want the year subscription, or you want a monthly subscription, you get 10%. Not 10% off of 49, 10% off of 39, 10% off of 392, or 10% off of 399. Right? So it's already discounted. You get another discount on top of that. Just use the coupon code Josh10 and you'll get that additional percentage off. All right, guys. So any final questions about this before we move on? Where are you guys watching from? What's your native language? Let me know. We're about to cover some phrase chunks. All right, like I mentioned, as usual, I think this is the most important part of the whole live. Phrase chunks. This is actionable resource right here. You can start practicing, you can start building muscle memory, you can start learning how to listen right now using things that you're going to use all the time in your regular everyday speech. So, as soon as is today's phrase chunk. Does it matter which grammar tense it is? No. Does anybody care if you know what grammar tense it is when you're speaking to them? No. What will people care about? If you know how to say it in a way that's easy for them to understand. So I already know that most of you will pronounce this and you'll say as soon as you say as soon as, right? But that does not compute in a native speaker's ear. Guess how we say it? We make these function words into reductions. So what does that mean, a reduction? We did 3 lessons on reductions. Reduction means the vowel sound disappears. So it can get out of the way of the important part, the stressed vowel. So I'm going to read this the way that I would read it, say it as a native speaker. Just use your ears, listen and absorb. Listen to this. Listen to my musicality coming up. Listen to the pitch going all the way through with the vibration. Here we go. Just listen. As soon as. As soon as. As soon as. All right, you try it. As soon as. Right? You notice these S's, I'm not saying S, S, S. I'm saying is. You hear this? As soon as. As soon as. What is this sound right here? Some of you probably wondering. I'm not saying us, right? I'm not saying us. So this is the problem with phonetic spelling, why you guys can't only rely on it. But what this is representing here is just the sound of my voice starting, coming up, being activated as I slide into z, right? Listen, is, because we always start our voice, activate our voice first, and then we start pronouncing whatever comes after that. So that's why it sounds like this. As soon as, repeat it, as soon as, right? You got to make sure the reductions are tiny, short, flat, small, and the important part is bigger. As soon as. All right, so hit the like button, guys. We're about to go over these examples. So if you can master how to say this, as soon as, you can start putting that into all sorts of different phrases and sentences in your daily speaking. So here we go. We can start out, say it in the beginning of the sentence. You can say, as soon as I finish, I'll call you. You try it. As soon as I finish, I'll call you. Notice how I'm linking this. As soon as I, hear that? As I finish, I'll call you. All sliding with one connected group of air. Next one. As soon as you hear how I pronounce this? It's not in the mouth. Everything is vibration. Listen to how short it is, and it's another reduction. We have 2 reductions next to each other. Nizir, right? Because we link this. So we say Nizir, 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 Nizir. Hear that right here? Nizir. As soon as you're, try it. As soon as you're, do you notice what you guys don't remember to pay attention to is that this energy never stopped. This is what you have to listen to right here. As soon as you're, right? And then we can put all the attention here on eh. As soon as you're ready, as soon as you're ready, okay? As soon as you're ready, we're leaving. As soon as you're ready, we're leaving. Okay, maybe you're looking for something. As soon as I hear this linking, consonant to vowel linking. As soon as I, I'm going to link this too. I'm going to say dit. As soon as I find it. Did you listen to the letters or did you listen to the melody here? Because this is what native speakers listen to. Listen. As soon as I find it. Energy, never stop moving forward. As soon as I find it, I'll send it. You see how this linking is the same? Find it, send it. Dit. As soon as I find it, I'll send it. Next one. As soon as zum, 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 zum. As soon as I'm done, I'll help you. You. Right? Not I'll help you. I'll help you. I'll help you. Right? You, not new information. Help is the detail. Listen, same thing we're doing. As soon as I'm done, I'll help you. Like that. Okay? Now let's throw it into the middle of the sentence. I'll call you, right? I'll tiny, call big. I'll call you. You as soon as try it. You as soon as I'll call you as soon as, right? One way you know if you're pronouncing these right is if it doesn't sound like what you see. That's how it works, unfortunately. Listen, I'll call you as soon as I. Look at this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words. Only 2 sounds in all 6 of those words are important. All and oon. Listen, I'll call you as soon as I finish. And did you notice when I said finish, I didn't say fe. I said in. Listen again. As soon as I finish. You got to take that pitch up with musicality. Hit the like button, guys. Let me know where you're watching from. What's your native language? Looks this. Text me as soon as you. Even when they're unstressed, they're still super musical. It's still musical. There's always musicality. Low pitch, high pitch, doesn't matter. Listen. Not text me. It's text me. You hear how soft that T is? Text me as soon as you get home. Text me as soon as you get home. What are you guys probably missing? I'm not saying get. We don't say get. We say get, right? So it sounds more like this. Get. Why? Because it's a verb, but it's not an important verb, so we reduce it more. Listen. You get. Text me as soon as you get home. Text me as soon as you get home. Okay? I'll send it as soon as I find it. I'll send it as soon as I find it. All one connected flow of energy just coming from the body with melody, shape getting adjusted here. Look at this. Call me as soon as you. Call me. You notice how soft K is? How much attention I put on the vowel? Call me as soon as you get off. Right? Not get off. Get off. Get off. Call me as soon as you get off. Call me as soon as you get off. No diddy. All right, next one. I'll be there. None of this is new information. I'll be there as soon as I can. This is new information, and this is the most new information, right? I'll be there as soon as I can. Right? Be, tiny bit. Not as much as soon and can. Listen, I'll be there as soon as I can. Okay? Questions. Same format. As soon as. Look how many different ways you can use this. As soon as. Look at this. Can you? I know most of you probably saying can you. I'm not saying can you. I'm saying can you. The vibration, again, the same thing. Can you call me as soon as you're free? You hear the contrast? Can you call me as soon as you're free? Can you call me as soon as you're free? Mm-hmm. It's all about right here. Can you call me as soon as you're free? Look at this. Will you, not well, yo, will you send it is? You hear that? Listen how I link these three words. Send it as soon as, send it as soon as, send it as soon as you finish. Will you send it as soon as you finish? Right? One connected stream of air, not individual words, not individual letters. You cannot tell where one of these words starts and finishes. Listen. Will you send it as soon as you finish? Look at this. I'm not gonna say ar or ar or whatever version ar you er. That's it. Just That is how we pronounce the word are as a function word. Are you leaving? As soon as you get off? Are you leaving as soon as you get off? Listen, I didn't pronounce this either. I didn't pronounce that. Listen how I connected it. Are you leaving as right? As soon as. Remember, these are vibrating. These are Z's. They're not s. I'm not saying leaving as soon as. As soon as get off, right? Not get off. Get off. Are you leaving as soon as you get off? You try it. Are you leaving as soon as you get off? Again, pause. No diddy. Next one. Can you, right? You guys got to stop saying can. You got to do it. It's not easy to understand. It's just this. Can. Inside the body. We're all speaking inside the body. Can you text me as, not me as. Don't separate these. I know you want to naturally separate these sounds. When you're linking vowels, it's uncomfortable for you. It doesn't matter. Listen, can you text me as soon as you, can you text me as soon as you get home? All one group of energy, musical in the body. Can you text me as soon as you get home? All right, hit the like button, guys. If you're learning something, let me know in the chat. Where are you watching from? What's your native language? And negative. What? I can't leave. Leave is, listen, linking. Leave as soon as, right? This E is silent. It's not having any effect on the pronunciation. Right? Can't. Right? This is different than can. This is can't. We'll do a whole lesson on it later. Check it out. I can't leave as soon as the, hear that? Just energy flowing forward. This is all neutral. I can't leave as soon as the meeting ends. Again, I didn't pronounce this. I just linked the N with here and I said nens, meeting ends. You try it. Meeting ends. Listen, I can't leave as soon as the meeting ends. I can't leave as soon as the meeting ends. All right, last one. I won't be. Notice it's all connected. You don't hear where one word starts or stops. It's not I won't be. It's I won't be. And it's all right here. I won't be free. Right? Not free. We'll focus on the E. Listen, I won't be free. And again, go past your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. Link these sounds. Doesn't matter if you're in your native language, you wouldn't connect them. Listen how I connect them. freeze, yiz. Yeah, there's an unwritten sound there. That's how linking vowels works. It's okay. We don't care. As long as we can hear your voice continue, that's more important to our ears. Listen, I won't be free as soon as you... I won't be free as soon as you think. You try it. I won't be free as soon as you think. I won't be free as soon as you think. Notice you barely hear my consonant sounds. You barely hear consonant sounds. They're soft, and I'm just sliding through a vibration and vowels. Listen, it's not I won't be free as soon as you think. It's I won't be free as soon as you think. And that's how American pronunciation works. So guys, this is your phrase chunk. As soon as, doesn't matter what grammar, what it's called, or if you can name it. It's not an academic test. This is for real life. So if you can train yourself to pronounce as soon as every single time, look at how many different ways you can pronounce this. Look at how many different ways you can use this. You can boost up your English in just 1 week and sound clear and natural. So hit that like button, everyone. If you're learning something, if you're staying here watching, means you're learning something. Other people want to learn this. Let YouTube know that it's valuable. Hit the like button, share it. So this is great for practicing here. This is good material, but this is not enough to keep you going for the rest of your English journey. So if you guys want the ultimate access to the best material, better than any app, with a bigger community, more resources, and live, well, not live, but personal feedback. There's also live lessons in the academy. Go to Rachel's English and get a subscription. Look at this. She's got 50,000 students working on the same thing as you. There's a big community where people post their videos. They get feedback from teachers like myself. You can watch the feedback. You can post your own feedback. Look at all these. I was just looking at these earlier. I literally have worked with a lot of these people. This guy, I know I've given him lots of feedback. Kaiwan was in one of my WhatsApp group classes. This guy, Mirko, posts regularly and gets feedback. So guys, there's, like she says, over 50,000 people here. And if you use my coupon code, Josh10, you will get 10% off of whatever you want. If you want monthly, you get 10% off of this price. If you want yearly, 10% off this price. Or I recommend lifetime, because you guys, you're not going to only practice your pronunciation for 1 month or 1 year. I mean, I know personally, I've been living in Colombia for over a decade, and I'm still working on my pronunciation, my grammar, my overall fluency. So you guys, 10 years from now, if you pay this once minus, let's even check it out. Look, you go, let's drop the coupon code in right now. Show you that it actually works. Look, it's already in here. Look, right now it says $3.99. Look at this. Josh 10. Boom. $3.59 checkout price for life. And in 10 years from now, you're going to be happy you paid $350 to be in this academy and get continuous support and keep on moving forward, learning how to listen to the language and working with other students on the same thing. So, Rachel's English, the link is in the description. Go get yourself the tools you need to move forward. All right, you guys having fun? Are you guys having fun? I'm having fun. We got one more segment left. Accent analysis. Accent analysis. I don't know anything about this person. I think it's a woman. I don't know her native language. It was just recommended to me. So we're going to check it out and see who we are analyzing today on the pronunciation. So this lady is named Sanna Marin. How do you pronounce her name? Do you guys know who this is? Where is she from? Let's do some investigaciones. Sanna Marin, ex-prime minister of Finland. She's pretty young, 40, 1985. Okay. I mean, yeah. She's young for a global leader, I would say. What happened with her? She stopped. This is all in Spanish. Let's get English. Okay, here we go. What happened with her? She was the world's youngest prime minister when she took office at 34. Okay, that's young. I think how old? I think you have to be 34 to be president of the United States. I think, but I don't think anyone's ever. Maybe like I don't know who's been the youngest president, but 34. All right. She was there during COVID. Okay, that already probably makes her controversial for some people. Why did she quit? Social Democratic Party lost. She resigned. Is she married? No, she's not married. All right, so what do you got, all you single dudes out there? She's not bad looking. What is he? Is she religious? Secular approach. She has not publicly, okay, so she's not religious. Is she left or right wing? She's not left or right, so she claims. All right, this is the most important one for the single guys out here. She's not married. Does she have a child? Put a 1 in the chat if you think she's a baby mama, or a 2 in the chat if you think she's childless. I think she's childless. Oh, she has one daughter who is now 6 years old. So, all right, guys, although she is hot and single, you will have to be a stepdaddy if you want to get with this. So, there you go. All right, so let's get into this here. Let me set up. Make sure you're going to be able to hear her. Looks like it. I need to pull the transcript so I can see. Because sometimes I don't understand what they're saying. Let's grab this transcript and let's see. So what do you guys predict? Is she going to be easy to understand? Is she going to have a heavy accent? I mean, I think, what is it, Finland? I think Finnish people generally have good at English, right? I think so. So, without further ado.
We are so thrilled to have you.
Oh, let's see how they even pronounce her name. Maybe we can get that.
The first in her family to attend university, Sanna Marin became...
Sanna Marin, here we go. The first in her family. And then she went, damn. She went from the first in the family to go to college and then prime minister. Sick.
Ever is here with us at Energy Disruptors. I feel like I mentioned in your introduction, the pandemic learned as a long and uncertain moment.
Leading Finland to NATO, and I'm very happy that you also mentioned all the political work that we did within our government, and I think
So she's got some musicality, but listen to the way she says political. Listen to this.
Leading Finland to NATO, and I'm very happy that you also mentioned all the political work that...
She said political. So, right, for American speaker, that first syllable's unstressed, right? But you hear how she's saying pol, that's giving a lot of attention. So we would just say with a schwa, political, like that.
Parental leave, for example, and the climate laws that you also
All right, so
mentioned. Parental leave.
Parental, right? You hear how she's saying that? Parental leave, for example. Parental. So I didn't understand that without the transcript. She's trying to say parental. So this is the same thing that she just did with the last word, right? She's saying parental. Well, I would say make it a reduction because it's unstressed. I wouldn't pronounce the vowel sound. I'd say parental. Parental or parental. All right. All right, Sanna, let's go. Let's step it up. You can do it.
It wouldn't happen, that it would be some kind of drill. It would be part of negotiation tactics from Russia.
Yeah, she is really stressing the first syllables on these words. Listen how she says negotiation.
It wouldn't happen, that it would be some kind of drill. It would be part of negotiation tactics.
Negotiation. I mean, that is the secondary stress, right? She's not wrong for putting stress on it, but for my American ears, or not just mine, for American listeners, when you have those TION endings, the syllable before is the primary stress. So instead of negotiation, it would sound more clear if she said negotiation, not negotiation, right? Listen to how she says it.
It wouldn't happen, that it would be some kind of drill, it would be part of negotiation tactics
Negotiation,
from Russia,
right? Instead of negotiation.
they wouldn't eventually then attack Ukraine. But I learned that very early in the morning. I think it was 5 or 6 o'clock or something.
All right, there we go. Here we go. This is lack of contrast, right? She is totally emphasizing a word that is not bringing any value when she's saying, this is how she's saying 5 or 6 o'clock.
Very early in the morning, I think it was 5 or 6 o'clock or something.
5 or 6, 5 or 6, 5 or 6. So, right, unless you're concentrating, it's not obvious which is stressed or unstressed. What's the important part? Remember, what's the reduction of the word or? It's just right? So if she said 5 or 6 instead of 5 or 6, 5 or 6, 5 or 6, that's going to fit into an American listener's ear much, much more nicely and smoothly.
Just happened. It was like hours later that we convened with European Council.
Hours later.
Just happened. It was like hours later that we
hours later. Okay, I see what she's doing. She's linking. Okay, so it sounds like she's saying hours later because she's linking the hours, the final z sound into later. She's treating it like it's consonant vowel linking. I would say hours later. She's saying
just happened. It was like hours later that we.
Okay, it's because she's not putting any vibration there. That's why. She's like hours later. Hear the difference? Hours later. We already did a live about this, about how to determine when you have a final S, if it's S or Z. In this case, the word hours comes after vibration. Hour. So continue the vibration to hours. Right? Later. She's saying hours later instead of hours later. Listen again.
Just happened. It was like hours later.
Hours later. It sounds like she's saying like hours later. Like, what is a Slater? I don't know, but that's what it sounds like. All right. So far, she has some musicality, but the way she's delivering the contrast of rhythm is, and also like that final S, but that was just one time. It's not been easy to follow.
Put more and heavier sanctions to Russia, but unfortunately there is still war going on and people are losing.
All right, that was clear. I'll give her props for that. That was clear.
Put more and heavier sanctions to
heavier sanctions. That was clear. That was nice. Sanna. Was that her name? Sanna.
Russia, but unfortunately there is still war going on.
But unfortunately, all right, she did a nice job over there. Good job with the melody, the intonation, the rhythm, putting emphasis on the vowel sounds. It was good.
Just devastating.
Now, not many of us can necessarily relate to receiving phone calls like that, but the idea
This is
of
an Australian lady, right?
finding yourself in a
relate to phone calls receiving. You guys like the Australian accent? Put a 1 in the chat if you. Let me know which accent do you guys prefer the most.
with the challenge of thinking, how do I lead my country through this?
How do I leave?
Probably one of the biggest themes, and
It sounds so country to me.
Happen, and you have to also be able to change your.
Okay, did you hear how she linked that? That was good. Be able. I wish she would say be able, duh. But either way, I think she said two. But the way she linked BA, she linked those vowels, which is something that non-native speakers generally find uncomfortable. Listen.
Happen, and you have to also be able to.
So that be able to. That was great. You guys take note of that. Listen to how she just kept her voice moving forward. Be able to. Right? That was good job. Nice job, Sanna.
Information, we changed our strategy, and we really were able to admit that we were wrong doing that. And
wrong, right? That's a little bit small. Listen.
We were wrong doing.
We were wrong. Listen how, look how small. She's like, wrong. We were wrong. Wrong instead of wrong. We were wrong. We were wrong. We were wrong. Wrong. That smallness, it's hard to really pick up that it's an important sound. It's a much different sound or shape than ah, right? We usually say wrong. She's saying wrong, wrong instead of wrong like that. All right, guys, hit the like button when you're coming in here if you guys are enjoying this. Also, let me know where are you watching from? What's your native language? And do you think she's easy to understand?
There's no such thing as ready. We just have to give ourselves the
Australian.
push to start.
Within my party and within the parliament and being minister before, so I
Okay, I like that. It feels like she's kind of forcing that sound inside of her body, but she is making it clear.
within my party and
Within my party, within the parliament, right? Really good with that R, keeping it inside the body. The openness of party, parliament, those are the same vowels. That was pretty good.
whether it was the war in Ukraine and the Finnish NATO process, together with Sweden.
The what NATO process? What did she say? Did you guys understand that?
Whether it was the war in Ukraine and the Finnish NATO
The
process.
the finnest.
Whether it was the war in Ukraine and the Finnish NATO process.
She rushed through that. I mean, feel like she knew she doesn't pronounce that clearly, and she tried to get past that as fast as possible. I didn't understand without the transcript. Did you?
Whether it was the war in Ukraine and the Finnish NATO
The
process.
Finnish NATO. So like, if she says finished, right? All she has to do is say finished or finish. Just add some sh there. I think it would really help the clarity.
Within the parliament, parliamentary groups, parties that had to change their decisions concerning NATO.
The what? They changed their what?
Within the parliament, parliamentary groups, parties that had to change their decisions concerning.
Decisions. So now she is at. Okay, so that's interesting. So the time when she needed to add sh in finished, she used an s. But this time, when it should be an s sound, she adds a sh sound, right? She said decisions instead of decisions. Interesting, Sanna. Interesting. I wonder if that is a pain point for Finnish speakers in English.
You have to lead those different processes because actually also the decision making.
She did it again. Decision. Isn't that like what is that? Austin Powers? Wasn't that part of the comedy thing where like in Austin Powers it was like they were doing the making everything I don't remember. I wasn't that big of an Austin Powers fan, but I seem to remember that.
It was very difficult to handle and to lead those processes where you have so many actors and you have to make sure that the whole orchestra is.
All right, that was all clear. That was nice and clear. She put emphasis on the vowels, up and down pitch, musicality, contrast. That was all nice and clear.
You said in your speech right when you're elected.
Nordic.
Your speech, right? I love the Aussie accent, mate.
Model, Nordic welfare model to be able.
All right. Do you see that? Look at this. Hold on, I think she did it with a model, but definitely welfare. Is that what she said?
Nordic model, Nordic welfare model to be.
Welfare. Look what she did. She was welfare. It's hard to tell which syllable is stressed when you keep your mouth closed, right? She goes welfare. Look how I emphasize it. Well. You guys try it. Welfare. 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 So you can make your vowels a lot more easy to understand, even if the mouth position isn't 100% perfect, just by giving it space, identity, and pitch. Right? That welfare was not easy to understand.
Nordic model, Nordic welfare model to be able to.
Welfare. Like that.
Especially during those difficult times and uncertainty and crises.
I want to hear her say decision again.
If you have that basic trust within your society, then it's.
All right, that was all clear. That basic trust within your society. So, I mean, sometimes she's super clear. Sometimes she's so clear. Sometimes she's not clear at all. And a lot of it has to do with rhythm. Or if, here it is. Here's the word. Let's see how she pronounces it. Decision. Let's see.
Decisions to be made.
She did it again. Decisions. All right, I'm going to have to study. I've never had a student from Finland. I mean, I think that they just generally speak English, but this is funny.
Decisions to be made.
and you're sort of an outlier to what we've seen broadly.
Outlier.
I learn about this Finns. How can we fill ourselves with a little bit more
So that's one part.
Be a reason people would think maybe you're not the
Exactly.
happiest country.
But also I think it's to do with the belongingness and that you feel that you're part of the society and you have that basic trust within your society. So also the happiness.
I think that was clear. I mean, she put a little bit of extra focus on the basic, sort of basic, right? She lost a little bit of emphasis on the vowel, but overall she held her musicality, she held the vowel sound, she guided us up and down with vibration. That was generally easy to understand.
Now, given the challenging start.
Over 100 years ago, we were very poor aquarian country that has
Poor Aquarian country. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean, chat? Aquarian country. I know there's a, what is it? The astrological sign Aquarius. I know that.
like somewhere that you take your kid when parents go to work, but actually very big part of our school.
So, I mean, here, this is one we did a phrase chunk on, right? She said go, this is how she says go to.
Like somewhere that you take your kid when parents go to work, but actually
Go do. So she's using the flap T, but if she turns it to a schwa, instead of go do, instead of go to. See how that's neutral? Go to. Go to work or go to work, like that.
2 or 3.
Okay, so significant increase.
Significant increase by the year 2030.
All right, that was rough. 2000 and a lot of consonants there instead of 2000. And you hear how like she's putting a lot of pressure on that TH, like really slamming it against her teeth.
30. So we know that we 2 or 3.
Okay, so significant increase.
Significant increase by 2000
2000 or 2000, right? It's always most important to keep this vibration and flow of energy moving forward. The consonant sounds are not going to bring value, right? In this case, she said 2000 instead of 2000. With that melody and forward flow and smoothness is what the American listener's ear is going to understand much easier.
Frustration of just noticing, particularly a generational
solving these issues. So I think it's a win-win.
Fantastic.
Win-win on economy.
It was clear, but you see how much work she's doing with her mouth? She's like, win-win, 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 right? I mean, that's just like, God, I mean, to me, it looks tiring. I don't know how Finnish works, but, you know, I would just say win-win. You see the difference? She's like, win-win. I'm like, win-win, right? It sounds fine. It's easy to understand, but it looks like she's really burning up a lot of energy that way.
Solving these issues. So I think it's a win-win.
See that? Win-win, win-win. All right, I'm going to practice some Finnish after this.
We are lacking behind. And if we don't understand the technologies,
Understand.
a few steps ahead with the technologies. So I
What's that? Technologies, tech. So tech here. This is one, all right, this is one I work on with students a lot. I work on this word technology. So what is the difference between the way I'm saying it and she's saying it? Listen.
a few steps ahead with the technologies.
Tech. It's only consonant sounds, right? Tech. That is a secondary stress. Actually, it's unstressed technology, right? Secondary stress. But because of secondary stress, you got to hear the vowel sound. She's not pronouncing the vowel sound. She's just pronouncing tak and ka. Listen to this.
A few steps ahead with the technologies.
That is something that a lot of you non-native speakers do. Technologies. Get off those consonant sounds. Consonant sounds are not helping. It's a secondary stress, which means it needs to have some presence of a vowel sound. Not as much presence as knowledges, but it needs to have the forward movement and feeling of the vowel. Technology. She's saying technologies. For our ears, that's not a vowel sound. It could never be a vowel sound because there's no forward drive of this musicality from the body.
A few steps ahead with the technologies. So I would say it's crucially important.
parties give simple answers to complicated.
The political processes we are seeing.
Here we go with the word
political processes. We are the political processes.
Political or push. Use a schwa here.
Germany, and I thought like this would never happen again. Like how could that happen? And this would never happen again. And now there's like far right Nazi movement parties, AfD in Germany that is gaining popularity within.
That is what? Casing? Where's casing? Yeah, I don't. What is that?
Is gaining popularity within.
Whatever. You guys got Nazis in Germany still? According to her.
Raised by two women in a time when it was decades before marriage equality.
Legislators, but also with the big tech companies.
Okay, here I should pronounce big. Big tech, big tech, big tech, big tech. Right? No vowel sound, no vibration there.
Legislators, but also with the big tech companies.
Big tech companies or big tech companies. You see what's most important? We're always coming back to the same thing. Big tech or big tech, big tech or big tech. Those are the most important sounds, not big tech. The consonant's not the up and down pitch and big tech like that. All right. Let's just do a couple more here.
Happening, and we are not reacting fast enough for it.
We are not. Should just say we're not. We're not. Just make it a reduction.
Happening, and we are not reacting.
It's just so much. We are not, or we're not. We are not, or we're not. Right? It's just so much easier to make a reduction, and it makes it easier to understand.
The importance of.
All right. So that's it. So guys, what did you think? Is she easy to understand? Right? Do you want to? Do you? Did you notice the things that I noticed? Did you notice something else? What stood out to you the most about her pronunciation? Let me know in the chat, or if you're watching that replay, let me know in the comments. So also, if you guys have someone you want me to do accent analysis on, go ahead and drop it in the chat or in the comments. If you want me to do an accent analysis of you on one of the future lives, scan that QR code right there, submit your video, and I will give you a free analysis on one of the future lives. And finally, guys, as always, right, if you learned something in this live today, make sure you scan the QR code or click the link, buy me a coffee, send me a PayPal. Let me know, hey, bro, thanks, man. You just really helped me change the way I listen to the language. This is going to help me for the rest of my life. Here's a little token of appreciation. If you want more practice material, Rachel's English, links in the description, 10% off with my coupon code. Or you can get a quick accent check with me live one-on-one. Links also in the description. So, guys, we covered a lot of stuff here today. There's a lot to take with you. You guys have plenty of stuff to do between now and the next live. Work on those phrase chunks. Make sure you're listening, not reading, and repeat it as many times as possible to start building muscle memory. So now that you know how to do these things, you just boosted up your English.